this content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no
a
one.
second.
Oh, no.
When you return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. SeptumSin versus the world. I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings! You're watching SeptumSin versus the World. I'm SeptumSin. This is Kotobukijake.
Hey!
And we're here to show you what we got.
Woohoo!
Show me what you got. I want to see what you got. Oh boy.
So, we both have stuff.
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed that little interlude for video games. And I think that's what I'm going to do from here on out. Because Jake likes a certain types of video games, but not enough that where there's a lot of interest in many of the game types I have.
Right. And
So-
also the other thing is that because I don't really have any of the platforms, almost all my video gaming is on Steam right now. So physical purchases just aren't even really part of
So
it.
yeah, I've got matter of fact 2 more in the lineup. One came in today. Once I get about 5 or 6, well, actually once I get to 10, I'll probably do another one. That's going to be my benchmark.
Cool.
So, with that being said, well, let's go ahead and get started. Do you have something to show off? Actually, what do you have a big thing for the end?
Nothing extraordinary, but
I'm going to show something off.
okay. So I should start?
Yes, go ahead and start.
Okay, so I'm going to start. There was a little Sentai sale a couple of months back. I think this might have been the Mother's Day sale, but to be honest, I don't really remember. But I just did a small purchase with them. And honestly, I'm going to kick off with something I thought I had. So there's a chance that I did indeed have it, and this is a duplicate. But I looked and I couldn't find it, so I think it's new. And that's a little OVA special, I believe it was an OVA called Frag Time. That, whether it's an OVA or a movie, it's not long, it's an hour long. It's supposed to be pretty good. I've been wanting to see it for a while. Like I said, it fell into that category of, do I have this already?
The Sentai, I always start with that because I don't get to watch much of it, so it's more like...
Right. But I do have it now.
Now, I had something cool happen. So, Evan Jacobs sent me an order, and I'm going to do an Evan Jacobs DVD rundown one of these days.
Cool.
But he's working with me and Kyle Rappaport to put out a movie on Blu-ray. And that movie is The Shackled Demon Project, which is Kyle's movie with Douglas Godino. And in each copy are going to be these vinyl stickers, which show the reflected cover, which is very cool. And Kyle, if you're watching this for some reason, my guess is that in the package that he's sending you, you'll also have a couple of these, so don't worry, man. I'm keeping one of these for me. But I think the other one's going to go out in case to somebody. So, but if you want to take it, look at that. That's pretty good quality sticker right there.
Yeah?
That's a good quality. And, it's a cool looking cover. It's definitely a good horror cover. But doesn't this make you, if you're a horror fan, not him, if you're a horror fan, wouldn't this draw you in? I think so. But something there. I'm going to definitely keep one of these for myself because I want a complete copy. I also want to stick one of these to something. So let's talk about my first one. Now this is something I did to thin the collection, which was this 3-film collection which has 300, Rise of the Empire, and Troy.
Huh.
I'm not sure about. Well, Troy, I guess, goes in there because of the settings.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, this was quite the update because I had all 3 films. This is the only one. Rise of the Empire was the only one I had on Blu-ray. The
Really?
one that least needed to be on Blu-ray. The other 2 should be on Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very glad to get that. I got this used for $5.
Nice.
And so for $5, yes, they stacked the 300s.
Mm.
But for $5, being able to upgrade all these to Blu-ray, and Blu-ray's more durable, so to last longer. In my opinion, all these movies are better Blu-ray movies than they are DVD movies.
Right. Because whatever else you want to say about Zack Snyder generally and 300 in particular, he knows his visuals. Dude knows how to do an impressive visual presentation.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, 300 is no exception. So, yeah, that would probably be a good thing for me to do. I don't have Rise of the Empire. Don't really give 2 shits about it. But the other 2 I have on DVD. So, yeah, that would be a...
You know how I am with sequels.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of sequels, so this is technically 2 parts of a whole, I think. This was one that honestly I don't even think I knew existed because I was kind of not paying much attention for a while, partly for financial reasons and partly just, I don't know, I was just trying not to be too hung up on it like I was before. But then he presented them and I'm all like, oh, there's more to this. So I had to add to my Girls und Panzer collection with Girls und Panzer Das Finale, parts 1 and 2.
1 more to go.
Yeah. So, pretty cool. I do have the whole thing, I think, to this point. And I'm almost sure I have it all on Blu-ray. I originally got the series on DVD, but I think I upgraded it since. And again, it was pretty cheap, and there was a sale going on, and I was like, yeah, the hell with it. Why not? I still need to launch into this franchise. I want to see it. It's just one of those, yeah, it's sitting there for a while.
They are. Matter of fact, I don't know why I have these turned down. See, those are my copies of it.
Mm-hmm. They
And
look very similar.
that's what's of the series. So, yes, these
Yes.
4.
Mm-hmm. They got the series, you got I think the OVA collection, Der Film, and I think the Real Anzio Battle is like an OVA special or something.
And then you got those the 2 finals out of a
Yeah.
trilogy. There's there are 3 movies in that trilogy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good times.
Movies being relative.
Nah.
Actually, what's the length of them?
66 minutes and 48 minutes.
So they both count. And
Yeah, barely.
any of them Versus Awards contenders?
I doubt it. Didn't they come out a couple years ago?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, the Sentai release was 2021, but they're probably older. We'll have to check on that. If they are versus contenders, I might have to see them.
So something I swear I bought, because I remember seeing it at movie stuff all the time. But when I was looking for it to help Dane out, I didn't have it. Was this version of Alice in Wonderland.
Ah.
So I picked it up used. And I now have it. This is an okay version. There are much worse versions out there.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm trying to think of who is in this.
We keep talking about what the cast... Oh, there you go. You got some Red Buttons, Beau Bridges,
So Bo Bridges
Sammy
in
Davis
it.
Jr.
Yeah, so it has some pretty good big names in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, this adaptation is fairly old. This is like, what, 19...
My guess would be late 70s, early 80s with that cast.
85. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
somewhat old.
Hmm.
But, it was okay. I don't remember it much. So it must be okay. The way I look at it is if I don't remember it much, that means that I didn't hate it. That means I didn't love it. I probably just thought, he's alright.
Cool.
I can't say boring either, because if it's something boring, I remember something that bored me to tears.
Hmm.
So, Don't know. Mm.
All right. Next up, this is the last of that Sentai order. And this is one as well that's a fairly large franchise. But as far as I know, they managed to cram it all into one collection. Certainly, I'm not too concerned if that is not the case. But it's one that was on my list for a while, and I just never got around to because I didn't want to buy it piecemeal. And that's the series, The Quasar of Stigmata. This is a 37 episode collection.
Not
37. Seasons 1 and 2 plus the OVA. And, nice little slim down set. So it's a good space saver collection, definitely. I've not really heard much about this series, and most of what I've heard is, But, it was cheap. And, like I said, in this format, it doesn't take up a lot of space. And it's, from what I understand, pretty severely itchy series. I think that's its main claim to fame.
Yeah, I can see that from the back.
Yeah. Well, sometimes Sentai puts on more itchy looking covers than they should. It's kind of annoying, really. But anyway, it's supposed to be fun, so it'd be nice to have it. And it's always fun to add a Q to the collection because there's so few of them.
I think that's why I originally added it to the collection, was because I'm trying to get an anime for every letter of the collection, including, I even have one with numbers in front. But I didn't have a Q, so I was like, I don't want Clean's Blade. So let's get this one. It's done.
Nice.
All right. This one was one I thought was an Oscar winner, but it's not because it's the wrong one.
Ooh.
Different version of it, which is Iris.
Mm.
Now, it's about the same individual, and I believe this is a documentary.
That's a documentary, yeah.
So, so I have the movie, which won the Oscar, and I have the documentary, which didn't because it sucks. No, just kidding.
Actually, I heard that was a really good one.
Yes, I've heard it's pretty good. So it's good to go with it. I think this is a good companion piece. And Iris, of course, individual, brilliant person who developed Alzheimer's. And the movie is brilliant.
J.D. Dench should have won an Oscar for that. Well,
And, but this one is about the real individual. So, might be worth watching. I mean, shoot, it's something worth studying. I'll probably keep this as my one of my thumbnail.
Good times. All right, we're going to leave the world of anime for a second for a collection talking about your space savers, although I don't think that I owned either of these, so I don't think I was slimming down, and I thought I was saving more space because I thought I ordered the Blu-ray. But I think that was my own fault because they had Blu-rays of the individuals and I assumed that, But if you've been watching our Inside Movies Galore channel, you know that a couple weeks ago, Ron hit us with a pretty fun little movie, a Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder classic, See No Evil, Hear No Evil. So this is a Pryor and Wilder collection that I got in preparation that features See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and also their earlier film Stir Crazy. Pretty good little collection there. Both really fun movies. As we discussed in the discussion, not all of the humor would hold up today. A lot of people would consider See No Evil, Hear No Evil somewhat ableist in its, but it's fun. And Gene Wilder himself balked at doing the film until they let him rewrite it to make it more sensitive. So, it's definitely, and Stir Crazy, of course, is one where they find themselves framed for robbery and thrown into the clink. I've only seen Stir Crazy once and probably seen the other one 3 times, maybe. But they're both classics of comedy. And
you see, now, if between the two of us here, we're missing one.
Yeah.
You're missing 2, but What was it Silver Streak?
Well, there's two of them that they did together that aren't on either of these collections.
Let's see. Silver Streak is one. What was the other
Silver Streak was, I think, the first one, that, and then Stir Crazy, and the last one was, is it Another You? Is that the
one? Yeah,
title?
I mean, these are the three.
Oh, it is on there.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
on this one.
Sorry.
That's what I say. I got this collection.
I thought you had the one that had the toy on it, but I think maybe
the toy
Dave-
didn't have Gene Wilder in it.
I know, but there's a 3-part that has that with and I know someone in the group was showing it off. Might have been Dave.
We need
I don't know.
one that has all 4.
Yeah, I know. And actually, I would happily chuck this to get all 4 of them on a slim down Blu-ray collection. But in the meantime, it's lovely to have them in the collection. I do need to get the others.
Well, I don't have any Animu,
Oh.
but I have Animated.
Ah.
You inspired me to go to Big Lots after one pickup. And I got My Life as a Zucchini.
How did I inspire you to go to Big Lots? I never go there.
You had picked this up, I believe, at Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
But Dollar Tree didn't have it anymore.
Ah.
But Big Lots did.
Ah.
So, yes, I paid more than you did. But still, $5 is not bad.
That's
for that.
not bad, no.
That was Oscar nominated, wasn't it?
Yep.
So, it's kind of
And
cool
a
to have.
Swedish film, if I remember correctly. But it's a fun one.
Let's see here. After befriending a kind police officer, 9-year-old Zucchini is taken to a foster home filled with other orphans his age. Though he struggles to find his place at first, with the help of his new friends, Zucchini learns trust and love again. Yes, he does.
Yes, his new friends, pumpkin, cucumber, squash, and artichoke.
His new friend's jailbait.
All right. And my last one, we return to the world of Animu for one of the most thoroughly gypped films in this year's Oscar race, which naturally will probably be a big winner or at least contender in the Versus Awards. And that is Mamoru Hosoda's Belle. Very fine film. I think he presented the Steelbook a couple weeks ago.
Maybe.
This is honestly, I think, a slightly prettier cover. That's more the traditional art for the film. I would like to have this Steelbook because they're kind of fun, but this is a nice looking set. And, well, if you open up, it looks the same. But anyway, still comes with some pretty good bonus features. They do a pretty good job giving Hosoda films bonus features.
If you want to compare the two.
Okay, that's... Yeah, I mean, that is a cool looking Steelbook, but yeah, that's what the two look like side by side. But I swear, I ordered this off of Amazon. They were not offering the Steelbook, and I don't believe Shout was offering it either. You got it at Target, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's Target exclusive.
Ah, well, there you go.
See, inside.
But excellent film, excellent music. Basically, it's about a girl who thinks of herself as kind of ordinary. She used to love music, and that was her connection with her mother. But when her mother died in a flood trying to save her life, she didn't really feel like singing anymore. But then she was introduced to an online world called You, where she develops an avatar who becomes a internet singing sensation. But then there's a ham-handed subplot that is sort of a riff on Beauty and the Beast, and if that had been handled better, I would think this is one of Hosoda's best films, but they really kind of were trying to cram too much into the story, I think. But still a really good film. Gorgeous film. And well worth a look. Yeah.
I think that the Beauty and the Beast part was there. I think if they had just left it as a troubled individual and her wanting to help them, it would have been perfect. But you should be pleased to know it did make several lists and nominations.
Excellent.
So, because I am the one bringing forth the nominations, by the way, Versus Awards.
Yes.
Go to Facebook, start nominating. Nominations close at the end of the month. I post categories 2 at a time per day. I've got to do my 2 for today. And I will keep doing that until we are done with all 33 categories.
Mm-hmm. And there will be some good stuff. We've had some participation thus far. I'm still working hard this month to get caught up. I've got a few categories left to fill, but
Yep.
Yep.
He'll have his up June 30th at 11:59. He'll start making his list.
hey, it doesn't matter. I'm the one counting them. It's the other people who want to wait till the last minute that I want.
I'll take all mine back at like that. But the last one is a contender, but it didn't make any of my lists.
So is it really a contender?
Some people might, and that is Night of the Animated Dead. Could be an adapted screenplay nominee because they did do new voice actors. They basically animated the story of Night of the Living Dead. I thought what they were going to do is just animate the movie and just use the same soundtrack. That's what I thought it was. I was wrong. No, they decided that we're just going to do a one-to-one movie shot, but we're going to bring in all new voice acting talent, all new music, all that, and we're going to draw it kind of sloppily. I mean, you can see it. That was very stiff in the animation quality. If it kind of looked as well as the cover was drawn, maybe, but no.
So not a strong contender for animation in film.
Oh, hell no. A lot of ones
This
past
one is.
that. So, yeah, this was a dud. People told me it was a dud. I didn't want to believe it. It was $4. I got it. I guess I got my $4 worth.
All right.
Not based on the original film. The original film. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this pickup. If you did, click that like button, hit that subscribe, and share. But, most important of all, get over to that Facebook for Versus Awards and look into the nomination. Join.
Yeah, and make sure you pay attention to. I did post a list which I've been keeping updated, and I hope you've been working on it, of eligible feature films, and also a list of eligible short films.
Oh yeah.
It's not by any means exhaustive, but it's a really good starting point that'll let you know at least the films that we've had under consideration.
Actually, my last post before June 1st was a list of every film I saw for 2021. And then I took out all the short films, all the ones that fit some of the niche categories, and I put them there so that people could actually see some of the ones that are in the harder categories to rate. So it would be worth your while to check out if you have a chance, but definitely participate. The more of you participate, the more representation. You don't want me and Jacob being the only ones that decide what's up. That's not representative of the world at large, trust me. I think that's how Death Toilet got up there last time.
That, and I think it was also a function of people not necessarily putting things in the right order. That might have been part of it too.
That's why I made sure to every example I put.
Yeah, he's doing a good job with that.
Highest, lowest every time, so that people can understand it. If you don't understand it after I beat you in the face with it, you deserve what you get.
But we don't necessarily deserve that.
So with that being said, we'll see you on the next one.
Goodbye.